Well, once again, good morning. Welcome to Higashi Honganji Buddhist Temple's Sunday service for November 8th, 2020. I'm Reverend Peter Hata, and I'm going to officiate the service today. And very brief opening remarks. As we all know, we all found out yesterday that our president-elect is Joe Biden, and our vice president-elect is Kamala Harris. A little bit later, after the ritual portion of our service, I'd like to, as some of you know, today is supposed to be a discussion group service. So I'd like to invite all of you to participate in our discussion. We're gonna, after the ritual portion, we will transition over to Zoom. Some of you probably already have the invitation, but if you don't have it, at the end of the ritual portion, I'll type in the invitation, and hopefully you can all join us over on Zoom for a discussion about this momentous event. And I just wanted to say that I think most of you probably heard Joe Biden in his speech last night. He emphasized that his mission, is to bring us all together, not as Democrats or Republicans, but as Americans. And, as Americans, I think, or I certainly hope, we all hope, I think, that we can all truly appreciate his mission, his desire to bring us all together. But, I guess I was thinking, in preparation for today that I was wondering if looking at the election also from the perspective of Buddhism, might also be helpful. So I hope you can join us for that discussion. But first, let's begin the ritual portion of the service. The ritual materials, as you know the routine by now. On the Facebook page, there are links to the ritual materials. We'll begin with the Gotha, Amida's Guiding Light, which is on page 128 of your red service book, or if not, it will also be projected on screen. Then we'll have the Vandana Ti-Sarana, and then we will chant the Shoshinge. But let's begin with the Gotha, Amida's Guiding Light. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa buddham saranam gacchami Dhammam saranam gacchami Sangam Saranam Gacchami. Difficult is it to receive life in human form. Now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the Buddha Dharma. Now we hear it. If we do not receive awakening in the present life, then in what life can we hope to receive it? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in the Buddha. May we, together as one, begin on the great path of enlightenment, holding in our hearts the supreme aspiration. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we, together as one, enter the storehouse of the Dharma and attain true wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we, together as one, uniting in harmony, strive to live for the enlightenment of all beings. The incomparable, deep, and profound Dharma is difficult to encounter, even through countless ages of kalpas. Now we are privileged to hear and receive it. Let us endeavor to thoroughly understand the true meaning of the Buddha Dharma. Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. And so now we will chant the Shoshinge. Kimyo Muryo Junyo Rai Namu Fukashi Giko Hozo Bosain Niji Zaise Jizai Obusho Token Shobu Jodoin Kokudo Ninden Shizen Maku Konru Mujo Shushogan Choho Keu Daiguse Goko Shiyui Shisho Ju Jusei Myosho Monjipo Fuho Muryo Muhen Ko Muge Mutai Koen no Shoujo Kangi Chie Ko Fudan Nanshi Mushoko Chonichi Gakko Shojin Sei Issai Gunjo Mukosho Hongan Myogo Shoujo Go Shishin Chingyo Gani In Joto Gakusho Daine Han Hishi Metendo Ganjoju Nyorai Sho Iko Shusei Yuisei Mida Hongan Kai Gojoku Akuji Gunjo Kai Oshin Nyorai Nyo Jingon Oho ichinen ki aishin fudan bon no tokune han bonsho gyakuho sai e nyu nyoshu shi nyu kai chimi sesshu shinko josho go ino sui ha mumyo an tonnai shinzo shi unmu Jofu Shinji Shinjin Ten Hinyo Nikko Fu Unmu Shige Myamu An Gyaku Shinken Kyodai Kyoki Soku O Chose Go Akushu Issai Zen Makubon Bunin Monshin Yorai Guzegan Buttengon Kodai Shoge Sha Zenin Myo Fundari Ke Midabu Hongan Nenbu Jaken Kyoman Akushujo Shingyo Juji Jinni Nan Nanchushi Nan Mukashi Indo Saiten Shironge Chuka Jichi Ikishi Koso 現代諸古聖書異名如来本性大き釈迦如来両河線一種五名南天寺来る十大寺出土性出納財派無権先世大乗無情報召喚議事小安楽賢治南行六六信行異行指導楽億年弥陀部本願次年即時入場唯の上昇如来号王法大悲偶税音天神菩薩増論世奇妙無下光如来平修他ら謙信寺高専王朝大聖願こ有本願力栄光異道群上昇一心気抜く独大崩壊逆入大栄収集特使連芸造世界即昇進用法昇進有本能林現人図入所自音自用芸本自論乱露天使上皇乱消防さらい三蔵粒子十条教盆書専業気楽法天神菩薩論中下報道因果見世願王言栄光有他力少女死因唯新人惑前本部新人法承知承知即涅槃必死無量光明道小雨修上回復系同社結晶道難所唯妙浄土活入万全自力変言中円満特合感染症三風三神慶音言相馬法明道品一生増悪地偶税思安如海小妙観全道独妙仏性意公愛上三陽逆悪公明明後見人年開入本願大智慧行者小樹今後心狂気一年総合用意大東逆三人即小法小四上楽見心公開一大教変気安女観一切先祖修心反戦人法華二度小弁る極重悪人唯勝負害悪罪非摂取中煩悩証言水不見大非無見上昇が本次元空妙仏教連民全幕本部人新宗教書後編集戦弱本願偶悪性現来生自臨伝芸決地義上異生死即入弱上無意楽筆致新人異能入愚教大事修士と上際無変極俗悪同族自主愚道心唯化心死 so se. Namu Amida Bu. Namu Amida Abu. Namu Amida Abu. Namu Amida Bu. Namu Amida Abu. Namu Amida Bu. Namu Amida Jobu no kono kata wa ima ni jikko o heta maeri hoshin no korin kiwa mo naku se no momyo o terasu nari chie no komyo hakari nashi uryo no shoso koto gotoku kokyo kamuranu mono wa nashi shinji myo ni kimyo seyo geda no korin kiwa mo nashi kosoku kamuru mono wa mina umu o hanaru tono beta mo byodo kaku ni kimyo seyo koun mugen yokoku issai no uge ni sawari nashi kotaku kamuranu monozo naki nanshigi o kimyo seyo shoujo komyo narabi nashi gushiko no yue nareba issai no go kemono zo korinu hikkyo e o kimyo seyo bukko shoyo saidai ichi koen no butto nazuketari sanzu no kokuan hiraku nari daiogu o kimyo seyo gan ni shikudoku Yodo seisai doho bodai shin ojo andrako. I hope you could chant with us. And of course, one of the announcements has to do with the fact that I guess I'm starting to get used to chanting by myself here in this room, but I really do miss, chanting with everyone at the temple. So I want to, make a couple of announcements before we move on over to Zoom. And so regarding that situation that we find ourselves in, with the temple still closed, I think it's one of the things I wanted to highlight is that it's very important for all of us to, heed the warnings about the current rise in the coronavirus infections. I think you've all heard this. It's very troubling, and I think it's especially hard to accept this because I think I don't know if you have the same thing. You probably do, but we all have, I think, some degree of what I would call social distancing burnout. And And remaining socially distant is, of course, especially difficult as we head toward the holiday season. And we're hearing many doctors caution us about not holding our usual large family gatherings. So that's very unfortunate. One encouraging note, though, and this relates also to the election of Joe Biden, President-elect Joe Biden. I understand that even before the election, I just heard this yesterday, that even before the election, candidate Biden had already requested many hours of meetings with top infection control experts. And so, that gives me some hope that this administration will, help bring the coronavirus under control. I think at least we can certainly hope that happens. But, in the meantime, we all have to do our best to contribute to, bringing the coronavirus under control. It's really a national effort. And so, we all need to wear our masks in public, of course, and practice social distancing. And one other thing that my wife constantly reminds me, I haven't done it yet, but I intend to do it this week, is to get your flu shot if you haven't already gotten it. That can also help. And, once again, I wanted to thank all of you who continue to support the temple with your donations. I think we have been asked, the office staff and the ministers, how to make these donations with the temple being closed. Normally we'd all be in the hondo together, and there's osaisen boxes there and so forth. But you can, of course, you can always mail your donation directly to the temple. But I just wanted to point out that there is a donation button not on the Facebook page. Facebook doesn't really allow that kind of thing, or they have their own system. But the temple has on the temple's website, which is let me type it into here. Temple's website is hhbt-la.org, and so at the temple's website. On the homepage, there is a PayPal donation button, and so that makes it very easy to make an online donation, a secure online donation. And so, on behalf of the temple and all of the staff, thank you very much for helping us, get through these very difficult times. And then finally, hope to see you all next Sunday. Next Sunday is our annual Honko service. You know that Honko is the most important service of the year for Jodo Shinshu Buddhists. It honors the founder of Shin Buddhism, Shinran Shonin. Let's see. I think this is this Shinran? I think this is Shinran. So honor Shinran. It's actually not his adult form, but his child form. But honor Shinran Shonin, and so it's definitely the most important service of the year for us as Shin Buddhists. And our special guest speaker is Reverend Nobuko Miyoshi. She will give both an English and Japanese Dharma message. So please be sure to join us. Let me close the service with Ondok-san. Nam Amida Butsu. Nam Amida Butsu. Nam Amida Butsu. Okay, so now let me give you the link to, unless somebody's already put it in there for me. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, I think Mika's already. Oh, Mika.